Okay guys, welcome. Today we're doing another tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about the first in a series. We're going to do a dumbbell strict press. So with one arm, and this one we're going to make sure that we get the shoulders, triceps and arms fully engaged and try to get them a little bit stronger with a strict press. Why a strict press? We want to build shoulder to overhead strength for CrossFit, for life in general, and to strengthen the neck, strengthen the upper back, strengthen the shoulders and arms so that you can live a long and healthy life, still being able to pick out the treats from the top shelf, let's say. Now, what we're going to be looking for is Paolo is going to take his dumbbell. He's going to put one side of the dumbbell on his shoulder, and here his feet are underneath his hips. He's going to squeeze the glutes. He's going to squeeze the abs so he keeps a nice and straight body, and from here he's going to press the dumbbell overhead without moving anything but in his body except his arms. Yeah? So he's going to press out. The moment he presses out, the arm is behind his ear, the arm is fully locked out, and the dumbbell is resting on this position. He can hold it there for quite some time, at least I hope. Now, he's going to go back down, and what you want to try to think about when you do this movement, the moment you start pressing, you want to create as much tension in your body as you possibly can. So you don't have to keep everything tight the whole time, but just when you initiate the press, you squeeze the butt, you squeeze the legs, you squeeze the abs, and then you just drive that dumbbell straight through the ceiling. Think about just punching a hole in the ceiling. That's what you want to do. Now what you don't want to do is driving it away from you. So instead of straight up, then you're going to drive it all the way out to the side. The more that dumbbell is going to be outside of your center, the heavier it's going to be, and the less likely you are to make that press. What you could also do quite wrong is pressing it to the front of you. So you're going to press it out, but it's going to end up, that's very extreme, but it's going to end up in front of the shoulder. Now as you can see, Paolo's already struggling a lot with keeping this dumbbell in this position above his head. Now let's talk a little bit more about the finishing position, so about that ending position and what we don't want to see in that position. So what happens a lot, the shoulders are quite a small muscle. The chest is a bigger muscle. And we see often that people start to compensate by breaking their midline tension. They start to press and then lean back very far, and then they start taking over with their chest. So that looks like this. It's not very nice, it doesn't look right, and you just think this is not strict press anymore. Now, what you can do to counteract that is, of course, do it right. You squeeze the butt, you squeeze the abs, you keep your ribs close to your pelvis, and from there you tense everything to press straight up and put the head through the window in the top position. Practice with this, try to see. It's going to help your shoulder strength immensely if you do this, let's say 3 times a week with a regular weight. It will also really work wonders for your overhead mobility. Mobility is all about having strength in a certain part of a movement, and doing this shoulder press is just going to increase that strength. Now, have some fun with it, and we'll see you for the next tutorial.